Jay, for somebody to join.
Yes. Hello, folks. I think John Neely is going to join as number 6. He said he was. He's going to do a CBS examination following this. I don't have that on hand, but I might get a bottle of it. They still have some around here for $5.49. Yeah, look at that. Now, Jesse's got a big old bottle. Well, tonight, folks, on Wildcard Wednesday, I'm in Louisiana, and now up north, which is everybody else, we have Lance DeLush and Ohio Lush fans. He's going to rate his choke beer according to his Chocoboo principle, and but he'll convert it to 100. And then in Brooklyn, New York City, in the state of New York, is Michael Komaroff. And in New Hampshire, we have Bumpy Road Brewery with Jesse. And then in Massachusetts, we have Jojo Pasamato. Joe, welcome.
Thank you.
Now, I have a beer from Colorado, and Michael said he gets it in New York City too. And this is Crooked Stave Trellis Buster. I said it was American. I gave the wrong name. It's called Trellis Buster Double India Pale Ale. But I might need to check on that, because if that is, oh, Michael, you know what? I gave you the wrong information. I'm going to have to make a retraction on this. So, sorry, folks. I had a little mistake here. And that is due to me not knowing much about Crooked Stave Brewing. So, Michael, I'm going to have to retract this, okay?
Okay.
But I will bring it back possibly, and more than likely, probably at some time. So now we'll go to Michael. He's going to tell us what he has. Sorry about that, Michael. I'm sorry for that error.
Okay. This is called New Belgium Sunshine Wheat. And as we've discussed before we came on, probably coming from Asheville, since the East Coast gets their beers from Asheville, North Carolina. It's a wheat beer with spices at 4.8% and 14 IBUs. And I've had quite a few different New Belgium beers over the years. That's a rhyme.
Okay, now I'm going to go backtrack to myself. I have Stella Artois Midnight Lager. My confusion was when I was setting up my information last night, I got mixed up and I thought I had the Crooked Stave American IPA. And I said, oh, I already reviewed that in a solo review. I'll just bring it on Wildcard Wednesday. And then when I looked at the can, I said to myself, oh, dumb. That was the double IPA that you never tried yet. So, and I don't have 2 of them. So, Michael, the Midnight Lager, and sorry for the bad info, because Michael's meticulous about his notes, and I feel bad because I feel like he's got to scratch out, and he hates that, I'm sure.
I'm using whiteout.
Yeah, the whiteout.
See what I mean? Probably cursed me in his mind.
Oh, no.
All right, and I deserve it, sort of. But I have the Midnight Lager. And it's 5.4% alcohol, and it's from New York, Baldwinsville, New York. It's Stella Artois. So
that'll be interesting, because I thought they only made that one beer.
They make Stella Artois. They make the Cidre, which is their cider. I think if you were to get on their Belgian website, they probably have a whole array of stuff. Like, you know, Jesse, we get Grolsch.
Right.
If you get on the Grolsch Dutch website, well, it's hard to read because it's in Dutch. But there's so many Grolsch beers. And I'm like, well, I mean, you know, we would buy it if we could get it.
Mm-hmm.
So now, Jeff, he's going to tell us about his beer.
Who is?
Jesse.
Oh, I am. Okay. This is East Brother Beer Company. This is their Bow Pills. So it's a Bohemian Pilsner, and East Brother is out of Richmond, California. This comes in at 5% ABV. On the back, it just says it's Bohemian style, golden with a lemony, noble hop character, light, grainy finish. And from the beers I've had from East Brother, because they actually sent me a little care package, what they basically state is that they brew classic styles. And they seem to be hitting those classic styles right on. They don't go like way berserk and try to change anything. They just stick to the guidelines, but they seem to make them real nice. There's nothing off about them at all. They just hit the style. So I'm expecting that out of this Bohemian Pilsner. Should be nice and refreshing.
Okay. Now Lance and then Joe.
All right. This evening, I'm actually drinking the Mucky Duck Brewing Company's Naughty or Nice. I know you guys can't see it right now because the glare is like atrocious. But this is a Christmas ale, and this one comes trucking in at 8% alcohol by volume. The IBUs, I have no idea because I haven't looked it up yet. It is one of those ones I just grabbed off the rack today because it just popped up, and that's really about it.
The glitter caught your eye, huh?
Oh yeah.
Now, Joe.
Yeah, guys. So I have the good old Sierra Nevada, the 2019 IPA celebration. Still a 6.8 alcohol by volume, 65 IBUs, and this was introduced in 1981 by Sierra Nevada. It's brewed out of Chico, Colorado, I believe, or no, California, I'm sorry, and Mills River, North Carolina. And along with Anchor Brewing and New Albion Brewery, I think Sierra Nevada is generally credited as one of the breweries that kind of started the IPA, American IPA, a craft beer movement. This was introduced a year after Sierra Nevada was founded in 1980, so it's been with them pretty much throughout the whole history of the company, and I've always enjoyed it. So I'm happy. I haven't tried the 2019 one yet, so I'm happy, excited to try it tonight.
Add in Anchor Steam in that list.
Yep, Anchor Steam, correct. Yes.
Yeah, because they had the Liberty Ale in 1975, which they decided later wasn't India Pale Ale, but I don't think so, in my personal opinion. Maybe
New Albion, it was bought out by Boston Beer Company, right?
I think they went out of business.
Okay.
But early on, they just didn't make it. But they were a pioneer. If you ever get a chance to try the Double Liberty from Anchor, I would suggest it. It's hard to find.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna break open.
Where's the music coming from? Is that coming from Bumpy's location up there?
Lance.
It is not. I think that's a Lance thing.
He got it fixed. All right. So the okay, good. I got my settings checked right. So this beer came onto the market in officially in November, but it was actually in October because they gave an early rollout in New York and some bars in upstate New York, taverns and brew pubs, and they had a special event called Sleepy Hollow. That was on October 31st, of course, Halloween night. Then right after, it started hitting the shelves. I bought it on November 14th. That's the first it showed up in Louisiana, November 14th. Now here it is. It is black like midnight, is it not?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
You get a beige head. Now, if you can look closely, you might notice, but it's hard to see on this video, but there's a little brown at the bottom. And the bottle looks black, but under strong light, you might notice that the bottle is actually brown. You might be able to see that it's brown. See that with the light coming through the back of it? It's a dark brown bottle. The aroma on this beer, now the calories are a little elevated on it. I'm going to try to update all the comments. I can't read all the comments, but good thing about StreamYard, you can just click on them and people can see them. Hey, Thrash Metal, you ought to be on here. Okay. Drunken One ought to be on here. Everybody ought to be on here, except we can only have 6. I'm curious where John Illy is. He said he was joining. But something might have happened. Hope everything's okay. The nose is basic. There's a little, I say it's like a little bit of raisin. Very dark roasted malt, but not burnt, not burnt. The taste. Roasted barley malt. Pretty hard, heavily roasted, but not burnt. That's important. A lot of companies can't pull it off. They can get it dark, but then it burns. It tastes like charcoal, and and cigarette ashes. This one does not. It's like coffee and cream. There's a little chocolate note. I think they said that on the website. The body's medium. Bitterness is not really a factor here. It's malty. They use Saz, I think it's Saz and Hercules hops. The finish is crisp. They don't use any corn or rice. This is all malt, water, barley malt, hops, and yeast. That's the 4 ingredients. It's really enjoyable. I drank one earlier today when I got home from work, and because I was thinking I was doing the the IPA, so I would have drunk a Keystone Ice otherwise, but that's okay. And for $14.99 a 12-pack, this is a great deal. $14.99 a 12-pack. So now I'm going to go in order west, kind of in geographical order, keep my bearings. So I'm going to go to Lance next, who's going to give us a rundown of his unusual product. Oh, it says add to the stream. He must have had a little drop-off issue.
He's back.
Okay. I'm gonna start a show all of a sudden. Actually, Jay, I was gonna ask you a question on yours, but okay.
Okay, well, go ahead. Go ahead, ask the question.
Now, what you're drinking right now is your beverage trying to go out is trying to go out be the star of the show, or just under the radar?
Well, I think it is trying to be a star. It's Stella Star, and it's got the black bottle. They're trying to make a big splash for the Thanksgiving Christmas season. You'll probably see some ads for it. It's only going to be available to the end of the year. Maybe they've got an idea in their mind. They're going to bring it back every Thanksgiving and Christmas as a special. I talked about this on another hangout, Lance. I think Anheuser-Busch in the past made mistakes where they tried to roll out these new beers and just keep them as a permanent part of their portfolio. And what happened was people bought them, tried them, maybe bought it a second time, and then moved on to something else. And then they were stuck with all this stock. And then they didn't move, so they discontinued.
Oh.
So they decided, hey, let's just put them out as a limited edition, sell out everything we've got, and then come out with something new. Because that's the craft beer market, isn't it? People try it. They buy it, try it, move on. Buy it, try it, move on. And if you don't sell it in that initial hit, you might be stuck with it sitting on the shelf, I think.
No, I agree. But I also know us craft guys and gals have long memories. So we'll see.
I have a long memory too. Now, go ahead and tell us what you've got.
Okay.
Describe it, because you already told us. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna do a quasi review. So bear with me, guys. So hey, everybody, it's Lance Lunch, and we're talking about and I apologize for
Don't worry about it.
We're talking the Mucked Up Brewery Company's Naughty or Nice. This is their Christmas ale. Now, this Christmas ale comes trucking in at 8% alcohol by volume. Now, here's the deal, guys. This is very smooth drinking. Now, I already know that like you guys that's watching on the stream now, or people in the chat can't see this.
We can see it. It looks like brown, like Crayola brown.
No, it's one of those ones to where like this is one of those dangerous brews, you know? And it's one of those ones to where, excuse me, this is very, very smooth drinking, very easy going, and you need to like you gotta be like very watching what you're doing when you drink this one.
Now, what's the ABV again?
8%.
Yeah, watch it. Well, how many ounces do you have?
Now I'm working off the 16-ounce cans.
Okay, well, you know that's a little. That can be. It's when you get the 24-ounce 8%ers that'll really knock you for a loop, you know.
Yeah, so it's one of those ones where like, and for the people who are gonna watch this stream tonight, I was not even planning to be on here tonight to like 15 to 20 15 to 20 minutes before this stream supposed to start. So for me, it's like I should have been very more prepared.
Well, that's okay. But look, you had said when's the link. Now, just give me a quick rundown of the beer, like, you know, just the aroma and the flavor, just like a quick summary, and then we'll go to Michael.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, like this is a very Christmassy beer, even though it's not very spicy. It's more like that mundane beer, but on the backside you see the alcohol by content, and that's what I'm gonna say about that. And Jay, please go to Michael.
Okay. So that was interesting. Now, Michael.
Okay. It's clear in the glass. Can you see the bubbles coming up? So it's got.
Hold it up a little closer to the camera. I think I can see like a little fizz on it.
So it has like a fizzy bubble stream. So not big bubbles, very small bubbles, but it is well carbonated. I have tasted it already. If you look, it has kind of that yellowish color, a little bit lighter than straw. Yellow,
right? Yeah,
clear yellow. Let me get the nose on it. Very mild nose. You can pick up a little bit of the spice that's in it. Let's give it a sip. It's very light tasting. You pick up the spice coming up a little bit on your tongue, but it's very light. It's a only 4.8, so it's a session. Trying to think, you can taste some of the wheat in the beer as well. It's kind of like a combo wheat spicy beer.
Yeah. But
it's for somebody who likes their beers very light. Doesn't have a lot of substance. Very light mouthfeel as well. I'm trying to think how else I could describe it. It's a little bit, it's drinkable, and there might be like a touch of kind of like a citrus lemon in the background. I'll keep mulling it over to give you a number.
Okay, but you're not getting any. You're not picking up any banana or coriander or anything like that.
Any of that.
Okay.
Little citrus, very light, and some of the wheat, and that's pretty much all you're getting.
Okay.
So whatever spices are here, it's not the straight spices like you get where you get the cloves and the banana. And it's not like a Hefeweizen. It's more like a straight wheat beer.
Straight wheat beer. Okay, not a Hefeweizen.
But it's enjoyable and drinkable.
Now Jesse's going
Is this my go? Okay.
to go, buddy. I'm sorry.
Once again,
Actually,
I do have the East Brother Beer Company's Bohemian Pilsner, and one of the best parts about a nice Pilsner is cracking a can or top. It's got a bottle, but the pour. So nice white head on that. Very straw colored, super clear. It matches what it should be.
yeah.
So good carbonation as well. The aromas on this. Yeah, you get some of the malt coming up, a little bit of a grainy cracker hay type aroma from the malt. Pick up on the noble hops, and it does have like a little remnants of like a lemon or whatnot type aroma in there.
Now I have a question.
Yes, Lance.
Now, as far as the carbonation, is it crawling up the sides of the glass?
This glass actually has an etching. This is a Lord Hobo glass, and they actually have an etching at the bottom inside. So what that does is it collects the carbonation bubble, so it helps it to stream up through the center. It's like the Sam's Perfect Pint, where they did the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So like carbonation will collect to anything that's clean to the glass. So if you have like a crack or if there's some like residue on the glass, carbonation bubbles will form around that. So that's all that basically is in the center of the inside of the glass is there's some etching. So that allows for the carbonation bubbles to actually attract that portion.
Okay, my second question is the flavor compounding on the taste or the smell?
I haven't tasted it yet, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
But
you can't
the,
take out. Hold on, let him do his thing. Now.
All right, so the quick taste on this. Yeah, very cracker grain type malt notes. A little bit of a mild bitterness. It is a very pleasant kind of noble-esque bitterness. There's no real other way to describe a noble hop. Earthy spiciness type deal going on. A little bit of an herbal type note. It's quite nice. It does have a light body to it. Very fizzy carbonation. A little bit of that drying effect on the tongue. It's a Bohemian Pilsner.
And that's
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, that's a Czech Pilsner, but in case y'all are wondering.
All right. I'm done. I'm not going to give a scoring right now, so we can move on.
Now, we're going to go to Joe. Let me just post these little comments. What? Okay. Now, Joe's going to describe his celebration.
Yep. It's already poured it, guys. So it's a nice color here. It did have a decent amount of head on. It's gone down a little bit, but I would say it's a dark kind of orange, yellowish, maybe like a bronze. Very good looking beer. I'm excited to try it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, let me give a quick smell first.
Yeah, the nose.
Definitely getting a little bit of malt. More hops though. I'm smelling more hops. Kind of peppery. Definitely a lot of spice. And also I'm kind of getting a little bit of brown sugar too. So going in for the taste here. Oh yeah, definitely a decent amount of hops. There is definitely some malt, but a lot more hops to it. Getting some bready flavor, a lot of spices, a little bit of molasses, brown sugar. Definitely a lot of hops, though. I know I said on the one of the descriptions on the website, it's one of the few hop forward holiday beers. They say generally holiday beers are more kind of spiced and malty. This definitely has a little more hop to it, but it's a very good beer. And I'll definitely mull it over and give you guys a score soon. So,
And I just want to say that I love that beer.
very good.
Now we have John and Ellie from Georgia. Georgia beer reviews.
All right. So I have got a beer from Victory Brewing Company. This is Prima Pils.
I've had that.
5.3% alcohol. The IBUs are not listed on the label or on the website. I just checked. Best by date, January 22nd, 2020. So we're still pretty fresh here. Victory Brewing Company is out of Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Gave it a pour with about a finger's worth of head, which just died down. It's a nice golden color. You get some nice streaming bubbles going up the glass. Looks like a good Pilsner, appearance-wise. The aroma, nice and bready. A little spicy. The hops that they use are Tettnang, Hallertau, Spalt, and Saz. So nice hop profile on the aroma. Smells like a good Pilsner. Really not too much there other than that little bit of spicy character that I'm getting from the hops. It smells really good, though. So cheers, guys.
Cheers.
I had that beer once. We used to get Victory beers down here, but not anymore. Just like Shipyard, it went bye-bye.
Yeah, that's too bad. We still get Victory. It's pretty popular still around here. It's good. You're getting some nice, or I'm getting some nice citrus notes on the palate. A little bit of that spicy character is coming through. It's definitely nice and bready. The finish is crisp, clean, refreshing, dry. You're getting some medium bitterness with this one. Like I said, I'm not sure what the IBUs are, but if I had to guess, I'd say probably 35, 40. I mean, like it's got a pretty decent bitterness to it.
That's good.
Nice herbal, grassy notes as well. It's a really good Pilsner. It's light bodied, but it's got a lot of flavor for what is there. I like the different hops that they're using in there. It's a great beer. This is actually, I think this might be my first time having this beer. I don't remember having this one before. But it's really, really crisp, really enjoyable. So I'll keep sipping on it and give you a rating here in a little bit.
Okay. Well, you have a pretty exciting thing coming up.
Yeah, we're going to do the CBS after this, the CBS examination for anybody who wants to join. So
I could have bought a bottle of that today, but I got so wrapped up having to work almost an hour late that I was totally out of my mind. I didn't even think about it.
Oh.
But I might buy another bottle just to have it, you know.
Right. Yeah, last year that they're making it. So
okay.
And Nelly, I did a special premiere just for you. You didn't show up.
I saw it. I haven't watched it yet, but your Kanza, I saw a notification on my phone just a minute ago. I took a little nap when I got home, so I missed the premiere, but I will watch it shortly.
Here I am back in the showcase. Well, let me tell you, I'm going to give this beer what I've been giving it, and that's a 93. Now my friend David went higher than that, I do believe, when we did our duo review. He was really gung-ho for it. I went to his house last week, and he wanted to really go. He wanted to go full bore with Cyclops, 15.2% alcohol.
Oh man!
I said Cyclops, and it was a bourbon barrel aged from Elysian. And I told him, I said, this beer is a 95, but it's too strong, and they should never make something like this. It's like taking a drug, you know. It's like taking medicine, you know. It's like I don't know. But anyway, back to this. That's an upcoming video. It's a 93. It's most excellent. You can't go wrong for $14.99. I mean, what the heck? What's the downside? I don't see a downside. Some people take issue with lagers, but I don't know why. But if it's a beer that's flavorful, what difference does it make if it's a lager or an ale? If it's flavorful, you can enjoy it. It's not too expensive. Or even if it is expensive, you want to pay a lot and enjoy the beer, that's fine. All right, so 93 out of 100. And I think Lance, Shane is here. Lance had a little bit of a psychedelic approach, but he might give us a score. I know he said something about mundane and that it was dangerous, but sort of like a David Lynch dream sequence film, like a dream sequence in a film. But now we got Shane from Arkansas.
What's up?
Hey, Shane, what do you have tonight? Lance left. He might come back and give us a score. I don't know.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, born yesterday.
Born yesterday. Lagunitas 2019, born yesterday. Pale Ale, fresh hops, unfiltered. It is 7.2%. I had one of these last night. It's delicious as usual. This is one of my favorite pale ales, man. Especially for the price. It's like, $11 for a 6-pack, and it's fresh. I don't know what the date is. I can't remember what the date was on that. I saw it, but it's dark. I'm outside cooking some sausage right now, but I don't know. It's a really tasty beer. I'm sure most of you probably have had this one if you haven't, and you like pale ales. Borderline IPA. I mean, man, you got to check this one out. I got it poured up here already. Look at the lacing on that. It's pretty nice. You get lots of. I don't know. Did I just interrupt something? So I don't want to interrupt. I'll just tell you
what. You didn't interrupt anything. You can just give us a quick rundown like you're doing, and then give us a score.
Yeah.
You kind of double up on it.
Man, it's unfiltered. It's not super hazy like a New England style by any means, but it has a lot of tropical fruits. I'm getting pineapple. I'm getting some stone fruits. Lots of citrus. Just really sweet, fresh hop. Man, I love it. I'm a hop head, and I love this beer. I don't even have to taste it to tell you what I think about it. I've had it so much every year, and it just never disappoints. So, some mango, smell that too. My mouth is watering, so I got to give it a taste. And cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Taking a good sip.
That's a good sip right there.
Bet you hated
Damn,
it.
that's a good beer. That is 100 all day, every day to me.
Wow, I've never had it because every time I see it, it's way past one day. It was like born. Every time I see it, it's like born a month ago, and I was like, "Man, I want to try it the way it's supposed to be,"
And that's what I have to fight doing every
Cheaper.
time I get this beer. I have to fight the temptation to just chug it right away. It's so good. It goes down so easy. That's 7.2%.
Oh man, watch it. Okay,
I'm
now
good.
Michael is going to give us his score.
I am giving it an 86, which is the lower end of a B+. It's good, but
I would just call that a B myself, but that's a
or a solid B.
B is good.
I think I've rated some New Belgium beers higher than this, but this I would say is above average. But as wheat beers go, it's okay. Nothing great. Now, if it came in a 12-pack, I would still buy it again. That's how this one did come.
Say that again.
It came as part of a 12-pack, one of 4
Oh.
that came. So I would buy it again. I don't think I would buy a whole 6-pack of it.
but it's nice to taste and then move on.
Well, if you like a lighter beer, a session beer, it's certainly okay.
I do like some session beers actually. Okay.
It has quite a bit of taste. It's just very light. It's not watery, but it's very light.
So it's flavorful, but the body is light, very light.
Very light body. There are even light beers that I've had that have more body than this.
Well,
but again, it's 4.8%. It's hard probably to pack a lot into that.
Yeah, that's true. Now, Bumpy's going to give us his score.
One thing I didn't mention in the flavor, there is a bit of a lemony note to this. It's a very delicious, well-made Bohemian Pilsner or Czech Pilsner. But let me see. I'm going to give this because I have had the Prima Pils from Victory, and I like the maltiness. That one just has like a oomph of maltiness to it. I like that a bit more than the maltiness that was coming out of this one. It had good malt flavor. It just wasn't as dominant as like the Prima Pils one. So knock it down just a little bit. Still well made Pilsner. I'm going to give this a 96 out of 100.
Golly, that's a dang high score. Now, what's the price for that 16 ounce?
I don't know. This was free.
Oh, that's the best price in the world. That's the best price in the world. Now, Joe, what do you give that celebration?
Yeah, so very good beer. Definitely, like I said, more hops than malts. I know they say, I don't know how true this is, but they say it's harvested in the fall always, this IPA, because that's when the hops are the freshest. Definitely more hops than malts. I personally like a little less hop in some of the holiday beers, but I'm not going to dock the score because it's just like a personal preference. This is an excellent beer. I'm going to give it a 97. Very good.
Oh, man, we got some. The worst score we have tonight is just a good score. Okay. Now,
guys, I have to go. My wife's giving me a call.
Take care, Jesse.
Right. Bye, Jesse. Thanks for joining. Nate says being free jumped it up a few notches. I know. You ever notice when you go out to eat, if it's free, it tastes better, like for some reason? When you're paying for it, you say it's okay. All right. If you like malty beer, try Dortmunder. Oh yeah, Dortmunder.
I never had it. Write that down.
I.B.R.G. All right, so I think we have everybody's score. I said it was a 93. Michael said 86. Joe said 97.
97, yeah.
LA said, let's see. Jesse said 96. Shane said 100, which is right. And then John, you said.
I haven't given a rating yet.
That's right. That's why I couldn't think of one because you didn't give it.
So bready. Good malt backbone, some nice spicy notes from the hops, good bitterness, some citrus notes. I mean, this is an excellent Pilsner. It's a solid A. I'm going to go with a 95 out of 100.
Man, that's a good score. We had some fantastic beers tonight. I think if your worst score is a B, you're doing something, right? I mean,
yeah, Ron, if you want to drop me out for a minute, it looks like Jean-Pierre is in the private chat, so he might be in the basement waiting to come on.
Oh yeah, there he is. Okay.
So
right, well, you have to go set up your big thing tonight.
Oh, well, that won't take but a second. But yeah, you could drop me in the basement for a minute while he comes on.
Okay, well, I'm going to promote your event. Okay.
Okay, I'll stick around. I'll be in the basement.
Get ready, folks. Get ready, folks, because tonight, live on the internet, Georgia Beer Reviews and Friends present Founders Canadian Breakfast Stout, CBS. They're going to examine it, and they're going to love it because what's not to love, right?
That's right.
So, it's like
He gave it only an 85.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, he gave it an 85, and that blew up all of my hopes and dreams. And if you saw the video, I looked at him like, if you saw, I turned my head like.
And then he doctored it up with real hard alcohol to get it.
Yeah, then when he added the Heaven Hill Kentucky blended whiskey, he said, "Nah, that's pretty good now." I was like, "Oh man, what am I dealing with over here?" But it was pretty fun. We had a great time. So I mean, if you have a great time, can you really complain?
Oh, man, he's right. He's allowed to have his opinion.
He is, and with that museum he's got, he can have a lot of opinions because John and Neely's seen some of that museum.
Yeah, quite the selection he's got there.
Okay, well, I'm going to drop you out, and I'm going to add a friend from.
All right, absolutely. Enjoy.
Y'all have a good time over there, but he's going to hang around. He might jump back on to say some final thing. Okay. I love Genesee Cream Ale, but I hate the fact that we can't get it in Louisiana.
Hi, John.
Good evening, gentlemen. How are you feeling? I'm not in the best shape, so that's why I want to say hello. And tonight I am sipping on E&J brandy. Yes, the person that always said no spirits, but tonight I'm making an exception because I feel like I'm catching something. So I'm gonna have me a nice warm tea. Yeah,
take a hot toddy.
Hot toddy, and this is gonna be perfect with it. 40% ABV. Jay, I'm sure you reviewed this brandy several times on your Dawn Busters or Whiskey Scout probably reviewed it, but that's why I'm here tonight to say I'm sipping on a little bit of this. I'm about to make me a toddy, add more to this, and I'm giving it an A score. So
you want to give us a little rundown of it, like pour a little bit and give us a rundown? I'm not trying to promote that.
Okay.
Oh, I was like pouring it.
Nice, smooth. Yeah, smooth. Nice little charred flavor to it. I'm sure if it was a little colder out there, it'd be even better. But outside. But anyway, very good brandy. Again, I'm not one who covers spirits well, but I like to have them, particularly on special occasions. Having shots with you fellas, whatever. But tonight, again, I'm not in my best shape, so I'm gonna have a little bit of this with a tea and take me 2 pills. I'm going to bed early tonight. So
okay, well,
Feel better.
Feel better.
thank you, gentlemen, and I miss you guys. I'm still putting out reviews, so more to come from yours truly.
And by the way, E&J, look at that comment.
That's right. No need. That's right. No brown paper bag. Absolutely. I just need some laughs. So
that brandy hit the market in 1975, folks. By the way.
okay.
Anyway, I like the E&J. VS is fine. It's a little got a little bite to it. I prefer the E&J VSOP. And the one that's really dynamite is the E&J XO, the black label, the XO. Of course, that'll cost you. That'll cost you a little bit, but
$4.95. Well, under $5 at the state-run liquor store, ABC in Mobile.
yeah, you won't see that. Yeah, you won't see the XO for that. No way.
No, and we all know Alabama prices, Jay, right?
Oh yeah, I know. I could go on a 40-minute rant on that. All right, Sean. Well, have a good night and
Take care, John.
Take care.
Thank you, gents. It's been fun. We'll do it again next time.
feel better. And I take vitamin C every morning, and I almost never get a cold.
Yeah, orange juice good too, definitely. So.
Oh, you mean Courvoisier? Okay.
Yeah, Courvoisier. Yes. Hey, Ronnie. Yes, cool.
Ronnie, I say he loves E&J.
So, all right, you could dump me, guys. I'm sure I'll just listen to the chat and see what y'all got going.
All right. Well, thanks for dropping in because Eric Fraunfelter was getting upset that you hadn't joined in a while, and I said,
yeah, I'm coming back. I know. I'm just getting things together, getting things in order. So.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Have a good night. We're gonna come to Mobile and see you soon.
Yes. Look forward to it. Whenever y'all do, please do.
Okay.
All
right. Bye-bye. So I was sorry that Lance dropped out, but maybe that was a good idea. But anyway, so we had a good hangout tonight. I'm going to add John and Millie back. It was interesting. We had a lot of good beers. Some of it was sort of like watching Valley of the Dolls, but anyway, it was can't say it wasn't interesting. But
dang, did I miss I missed some something good, it sounds like.
No.
Well, good is in the eye of the viewer, but it was interesting. Like I say, it was interesting. But
Lance did not give a score, so that'll go down on my thing as just nothing.
yeah, disqualification. Yeah,
TBD.
Whatever.
to be.
Happened in the past, and I'm sure it'll happen in the future.
I would say to be
faded out before and left, so it's not unknown to happen.
Now, come on now, backwoods. All right.
We don't know he passed out. He might have, though. I don't know.
He was getting kind of sleepy. Let's call it that.
Well, 8% will hit you.
Right. And then, especially if you did some pre-gaming.
And it looked like it wasn't his first beer, so I'm sure he
right. If you pre-gamed and then you bring in an 8%, oh boy.
Game, but it was with the Miller Lite, so
Chuggaboos. Yeah, I think we had some Chuggabams. Anyway, but we cool with Lance. Lance is cool. He's always nice to us. And plus he was born in New Orleans, so that's an added point. All right. So any last comments?
Has anyone tried the Anchor Christmas Ale? Just curious. I haven't had it yet.
I have not had it yet.
Oh, you mean a year or just in general?
Oh, this year, yeah.
Yes, I haven't had this year.
Oh, no, I hadn't had this year. I got it.
I saw you posted a link, Jay, right, on your Facebook group there, Alcohol Legs?
Alcohol Legs, I'll post it, yeah, because they were promoting it, so I just figured I'd put that on there just so people could get kind of geared up for it.
They had the big bottle at Whole Foods and 6 packs of the 12-ounce.
Okay.
That I saw.
And then you can buy that huge, like, 2-liter bottle.
They had that. They had that there. Usually have that in Costco too.
As if you're having a big party. Well, tomorrow morning, if you really have nothing to do, and I mean really have nothing to do, you could watch me do a Dawn Busters taste challenge and Lance used the word mundane. And talk about mundane. I've got Highland Mist, which I was telling everybody was $5.99, but you know what? It was actually $6.49. I realized. Oh well, 50 cents. That's nothing. This is like eating a box of Kix cereal without the sugar, but with 80 proof. And this is Inver House. Also, we'll add the B in boring. Now, I didn't say these were, there's the glare. Lance was complaining about the glare, but it's so bland and dull and drab and dreary. But anyway, that's what it is tomorrow. So, but it's a tournament. You got to take the good with the bad. I don't know what else to say. Then we might have Fantastic Friday coming up.
He has nothing to do tomorrow. Maybe he'll watch it.
Then he says
he wishes, so he's kidding.
He's got nothing to do tomorrow, he wishes. All right. So any last comments from any of the people?
I don't have a beer for Stout Sunday yet, but I can work on it.
Neither me. Well, I do, but people might get tired of me bringing Guinness Foreign Extra Stout twice in a row.
But that Guinness Milk Stout, I'm telling you, really good.
Can't get it here yet. I haven't seen it yet.
Right. Okay. Maryland. Yeah.
I definitely want to try it. It's on my list. I just haven't been able to find it yet.
Okay.
I'll come up with something.
I'm gonna look around. A lot of times on Fridays around here, a lot of new beers show up. So I could find something. I still have 3 bottles of the Foreign Extra. I've got I don't know. I'm kind of stout limited right now. I need to do something.
Call up David and see what's in the museum that might be able to break out.
Oh, a 2017 big bomber bottle of CBS, which he refuses to crack open, and about 10 other great stouts. I was really not. Yeah, okay, backwoods. I said you ought to. That's on the eye of the drink. That's in the mouth of the drinker, Luke. We can't say. Thundering Thursday is going to be for me laying in my bed watching college football Thursday. I told David, I said, if you come to this house on a Sunday, you could sit here and you could do this style Sunday.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
He said, I don't know. I said, okay.
He doesn't have a YouTube, does he?
Does not.
He doesn't even have an account.
Really?
He just watches the videos. He never makes a comment. He just watches them because he doesn't have an account. He's got like a huge beer selection in his house, and he's got connections all over the state with all these brewers.
Wow.
But he just, I don't know. He likes to drink the beer, to say the least, but he's not like totally linked in on like doing hangouts and social media. You know, he's kind of like in the shadows, which might be the best way to do it when you think about it. Ron the Lush. Thanks, Ronnie. I appreciate your support. And we'll close out. Backwoods Billy's a little angry about now. We're going to talk about trans. We're going to transform. What's the word? We're going to transition. Yeah, that's the word. We're going to transition over to CBS, which is coming up in about what, 30 or 40 minutes?
No, about. Well, if this is about to end, I'd say probably we'll do it at like 8:30. Another 15.
Oh yeah. Okay, so get ready, folks. If you want to deal with something really good, they're going to do CBS. I'll have to watch the playback tomorrow because I love that beer. It was so dynamite. I had the 2 bottles, well, 1.5, and golly gee, I loved it. So thanks for joining this Wildcard Wednesday, everybody, and we'll probably be back for Fantastic Friday. And we'll see what happens there. All right. So everybody take care.
Everybody.
Take care, guys.
Take care. See you guys.
John, we'll see you later.
Absolutely.
All right.
Let's see. End the broadcast.